the thing is that you can't please everybody, you know. But at the same time, when I DJ for the crowd. I don't DJ for one specific person. Yo, I'm not DJing for you. I'm DJ. Look at these people having fun, having a good time. Go dance. You know, don't waste your time being upset. If this is the kind of music you like, that genre, I'm gonna come back to it. You know, but you know, there's a flow that you play, especially at a congress. There's a flow that you play. You want to keep. Your goal is to keep that dance floor packed. If that dance floor is empty, who are you DJing to?
Hey, all right. I am now online with a Mr. DJ Phat Tony, who is a DJ. You are a social dancer. You were born in New Jersey but raised in Puerto Rico. Currently living in Orlando, Florida. Is that right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey, how you doing today, sir?
Oh, all good, all good, all good. How about yourself, man?
Hey, I will not complain, man. I told you earlier, man, but I really appreciate you taking time out to talk to me, man. I really do.
Nah. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. I'm as surprised as anybody else.
I mean, I'm gonna keep it 100, bro. So I really love the social dance, man, and a huge like factor in like how the night goes is the DJ, man. So you play like a super important role for all the dancers, bro.
Yes, yes. You gotta have a little bit of everything under your sleeve
Yeah.
because people don't like to dance just to one thing. They want a variety of certain things. Unless you're in a certain social or you're at a congress and
Uh-huh.
they put you in a certain room.
Exactly.
Yeah, so that's how it goes. So you'll be set to just one genre. But when you're at a social, which is a local social that I do here in Orlando, you play a little bit of everything for the whole night.
I think I definitely agree with that, but I think like even more than that, man, it's like people may not realize that like DJing is a skill. It's not just press and play, having a playlist and press and play, right? There's so much more to that.
Oh no, it's a lot more. It's a lot. It's a lot more even before you even get to an event. Like you want to make sure you have the latest music, the latest sounds. You want to make sure I still go to YouTube and I watch videos. I watch other DJs and I just watch and learn because I'm even though I've been DJing for years, I still learn nowadays because I like going to an event and I like to go there early and I want to see what the DJ is playing and what the people are dancing to. And if I see that song is banging, it's fire, I'm like, man, you know what? I'm playing this at my next event.
Yeah, no, I understand that, bro. I definitely understand that, man. Um, I think the best way to start this out, man. I would love to hear about your childhood growing up in New Jersey and then Puerto Rico, man. What was that like for you, man?
Man, well, I was born in New Jersey, but the thing is that um, I was just born there. And then from there, my parents went to Houston, Texas, and then I was there till like I was like in to like 8 years old. Then life happened where they separated, and my mom and my brother, us three, we went to Puerto Rico, and I stayed there till I turned 21. So, but man, I didn't know no Spanish when I went to Puerto Rico. But basically did all my school years there, graduated, and then when I turned 21, I came out to the States. But I actually ended up in Tennessee before I came to Orlando.
Okay, for sure, bro. That's what's up, man. Tell me, man. What were some of your childhood hobbies in Puerto Rico? What did you enjoy doing?
Skateboarding, bro. I used to ride skateboard non-stop. I mean, with my boys, my childhood friends, we rode skateboard. and it was something that we did every single day, and I did it till basically till I turned like 18 or something like that, and then we rode a lot of horses in Puerto Rico. We lived in a what we call a campo, so we rode a lot of horses. My mom always had us, doing things together with the family, family get-togethers. But yeah, I mean, ride horses on the weekend, ride skateboard during the week, and we had dogs and all that other stuff. But I had a good childhood, man. I can't complain. I had a great childhood.
Yeah, that's what's up, bro. I'm gonna keep it 100, bro. That's probably one thing I've never done. I don't think I've ever rode a horse.
I won't ride one now though. I won't no. Nah, man, I'm a little round, so I'm like I'll probably get unbalanced.
Come on, man. But yeah, I've never done that, bro. Yeah, that's pretty cool, bro. That seems really cool, man.
Fun, man. If you're gonna try something, that's something definitely you should try.
Okay, what's up, bro? Let me ask you this, man. How important was music in your childhood?
Uh, Yo, music was everything. I used to listen to rock back then, Thrasher, so, but nah, man, what was the radio stations in Puerto Rico? Magic Night, the soft rock on the weekend, you know, just music, salsa was big with my mom on the weekend. My grandma, she used to clean on the weekend. Every weekend, she would clean, and then salsa music was being played the whole day. So if on Saturday morning salsa's being played, when you get up, you're getting up to clean. So and then that's what it is. All the kids, we all listen to salsa because that's what was hot back then. That was so big, and you're in Puerto Rico. You listen to merengue, yeah, but salsa was huge, huge back in the day.
Okay, sure enough, bro. Sure enough, man. And I see you say you love rock music. That's like that skateboarder lifestyle, right? All that.
Yeah, crash your life, bro. That is, but I mean, I wasn't too crazy. I mean, like I said, now Lincoln Park, Blink Gates, all these. Eh, yeah, I grew up with Aerosmith, uh, Guns N' Roses, Metallica. I grew up with that, and I still till this day, like I occasionally I'll listen to it, but I mainly listen to just Spanish now, just Spanish.
I'm curious to hear from you, man. You know, Puerto Rico has probably changed a lot since your youth, man. I'm very curious. I guess what was Puerto Rico like? When you were younger, as compared to today, perhaps. I don't know the last time you've been back at all.
It's been a minute. 'Cause since my mother moved here, I haven't been back. But Puerto Rico back then, to me, it was a vacation life. Like you lived a vacation life. Like me and my boys, we would go walk to the beach, be there all day, have a good time, chill, come back, have bonfires. Um, just there was no issues. Like there was no. I don't know if it's because of where I lived. There was never no like gang fights, nothing like that. It was just always chill. But I mean, to go to it now, it's a little bit more different now. It's just you don't want to. It's sad to say it, but it's not. It's not as it what it used to be.
Okay, okay. What part were you raised in? What part of Puerto Rico?
I was in southeast called Humacao. We lived right near the beach, and then we moved to Yabucoa, which is more inland, and there's more mountains over there, and it was fun. I mean, did a lot of we did a lot of illegal, allegedly illegal car racing and stuff, and and when I came here, my mom moved to like Humacao, like to the beach side, and then until she came here.
Okay, okay, what's up, bro? Okay, that's what's up. Going back to your childhood, man, do you remember what you wanted to be when you grew up?
That's I don't know. I always told myself as long as I'm not a bum when I grow up, I'm all right. So, but I just worked hard for wherever I did in life. I just worked and I gave my 100% to it. So and that's what I did. I mean, as far as like a set career when I was younger, I didn't have my mindset to something certain.
Nah, I understand that, bro. I understand that. Did you grow up dancing at all, or was that just kind of like not into it?
Nah, I didn't know nothing. And I used to go. My parents and family members, they used to have like we call it Paella de Marquesina. That was like it was always the family gathering, and they would get together, and they would like, everybody would dance. But we didn't dance much. We just wanted to play around and play cards or dominoes and just what kids things do. But never dancing till I came. Oh, not even Tennessee. Like till I came to Orlando is when I started dancing.
Hey, okay, bro. Yeah, I mean, yeah, let's get into that then, man. So, you know, growing up in Puerto Rico and everything, man, you turned 2021, and I guess what's your thought process, man? What makes you move states? Why not stay in Puerto Rico?
Because the lifestyle for like an adult, as far as like I had a bigger mindset as far as like what I wanted in life. Like I know I wanted more than what I was doing in Puerto Rico. My first job was like working at a gas station, fueling cars and doing that. And I did that for about a year. But I told myself, I said, I cannot do this for a long period of time. I gotta do something better with my life. And so I told my mom, I said, hey, I'm going out. I'm going to the States. And man, that's how I did. I didn't look back. Once I left, I never went back to live. I kept forward all the time.
What was her reaction to that?
Nah, she was like, you gotta do what you gotta do. You're a man now. You're 21. That's what you want to do. Just remember that she's out there. That she's there to come back and visit. And yeah, I'm gonna come back and visit, but I'm gonna set my roots back in the States because I know I'm gonna have a better future over there.
I understand that. I understand that, bro. So yeah, so you decided to move to the States, man. I'm very curious to hear from you, man. What was that first year like moving to the States? Did you speak English at that time?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We always knew English.
Okay.
Like, remember, I lived before I went to Puerto Rico. I was 8 years old before I left to Puerto Rico.
Oh, you were about 8.
So yeah, so we were in Houston. So I knew English. Spanish was the what I learned when I went over there. But you know, I never forgot the English. It's just that my mom always spoke English to us. We always watched everything English on TV, so it kind of natural. Just it wasn't that hard to keep up with it. So, but coming to the States that first year was just my mind was just work, 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 work. It had nothing to do with music at all. Like it was just work, work, work. So it was a little different.
Well, why'd you move to Tennessee?
Yeah, better lifestyle.
Okay.
But in Puerto Rico, there was a thing where you can apply. It's not unemployment, but it's like you can apply for a job, and then they will hire you for there, like in a hotel. I worked at a hotel, so they hired you in Puerto Rico, and then they will fly you over, and basically you will work for them for a certain amount of time. So I was a bartender there, and I didn't even drink. But I was a bartender there at a hotel, and it was called Opryland Hotel in Tennessee. So I did that for about a year and a half. I did that.
Let me ask you this: do you think that are there any skills you learned from bartending that kind of helped you become, or help you when you DJ? Are there any correlations, any similarities?
Multitask. Like, hey,
Okay.
what you want? Your request. What's this? Oh, you want to request? You want to request? You want to request? I got you. I got you. Hey, that's about it. But as far as like DJing and that, no, it's a completely different things. After bartending, I did truck driving, and truck driving is where I started listening to so much music because you had so much time on the road. I was always listening to different kinds of music, and that's what got me more into what I do now.
Let me ask you this, man, because I'm willing to bet you might be the first truck driver on the show, man. Yeah, so I don't really get opportunity to talk to many. uh, Let me ask you this, man. What are some things people may not know about like the truck driver lifestyle, man?
Oh man, it's long hours. They don't know. They just see us going out down the road, but it is long hours of driving. It is just truck drivers do not really have home time. We were normally out there 3 weeks at a time, 2 weeks at a time. You will come home, and you'll only be home 4 days out of the whole month. It's just, you know, it's good money, but it's not really a lifestyle that you want while you're young. Which I did it, but back then it was a little bit more easier as far as like trying to make good money. But where I lived in Tennessee, it was one of the jobs that were paying a lot of money at that time, and I was into like I wanted that fast money quick and try to make moves and so. But yeah, like truck driving, long haul over the road, it is to me. If I could do it again, I would not do that. Yeah,
And
no.
so speak on that, man. Why would you not do it? I'm very curious to hear.
Because you're never home. You miss out a lot on your youth. Like I did it from since I was like 21 till I did it for 10 years. And I've been all over the U.S. I've been to almost every single state on the U.S. And but again, you're passing by it. You're not really visiting anything. You're just passing by. Oh, I'm passing by this state. I'm passing by this state. You know. But yeah, it's not like you call your boys and all that. Oh, yo, we're barbecuing this weekend. Yo, we're playing some ball. Like, bro, I'm crossing Arizona right now. I can't even play with you guys. It's just you don't have that connection with everybody else, and you lose a lot of contact with everybody. Because you're by yourself the whole time. You're in that truck. You're basically making money. You're doing good, but your youth is gone. Like that. If that's all you're doing, then it's boring. It gets boring after a while.
Hey, I understand that, bro. I definitely understand that, man. So you get into truck driving, and is that kind of where you start listening to music more often? You said.
Yeah, because I had well, I had a lot of CDs. I had a CD. You know how back then they sell the CD cases and they had like 50 slides and you
Yeah,
just
yeah,
yeah. So I had like three CD cases and it had 250 slots, and I would listen to music like different kind of music all day long. I would go to sleep listening to music. It was nonstop, just music, music, music until I got to my destination, made my delivery, go to my next spot, and this is it. I'm listening to more music. It's just music the whole time.
that's what's up, bro. So tell me, so you said you get to the states and you start truck driving from 21. You said for 10 years. I
Yeah.
guess when or how does the idea of DJing come about? What sparks that idea for you?
So I came to Florida to visit my cousin. I came to Florida, and then her husband took us to this club in Florida, in Point Orlando. It's called Matrix, and there used to be two of them right next to it. It used to be called Matrix, and the one next to it was called Metropolis. So one of them played reggaeton, and the other side played salsa and merengue. Because bachata wasn't that big back then. It still wasn't. It was coming up, but it wasn't that big yet until Aventura came out. So um, when I went in, I remember we went into the club, and all I could see is the DJ playing reggaeton, and everybody's like, da, 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 da. And I mean, you could see the crowd, everybody is just uniform, like, da, da. And it was going so crazy that when I went in, I was like, that's what I want to do. That's what I want to do. So ever since then, man, I was like, I, it, it, I told my cousin, I'm let me know when an apartment next to yours gets empty, and I'll move from Tennessee. So like a month later, apartment got vacant from where she lived back then, and she says, "Hey Tony, this apartment's empty. Okay, I'm moving. I'll see you next month." I took all my stuff and I left. I left Tennessee and I went to Florida. And then after that, it was it. Like, I went and got a local job, and basically where I'm at, where I'm still now, but I've been there at Cisco for going on 15 years now. But the thing is, I went there and my boy came with me. He moved to a different apartment, but he was a producer. He's a DJ Jamsha, so he produces and does reggaeton and all that. And he set me up with my first turntables, and that's where everything started after that.
You say turntables, so was it 12-inch vinyl or was it or
No, CDJs,
okay, you know,
Pioneer CDJs 800s.
okay.
That was my first set of CDJs because I had CDs like crazy, and I had went to Europe and I saw a DJ DJing with CDs, and bro, I didn't know you could do that, but it's something that I saw that I like. So back in the day, I didn't know nothing about DJing back then. I was like, man. So when I came to Florida and I saw my boy had some CDJ 800s, some Pioneers, and he's like, I'm gonna get rid of them. I said, what? So I went ahead and bought it from him, and I started practicing in my living room, and I was like, then after that I started doing house parties, man. Oh, you had two fake, yo, it's time for a party. Oh, 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 you got a new job? It's time for a party. Oh, what? You graduated? It's time for a party. Yo, no matter what, it was time for a party, no matter what. So that's how I got started as far as like getting into the DJ scene.
Okay, okay, bro. That's what's up, bro. I'm very curious to hear from you, man. Tell me, going back to when you first bought those 800s, those CDJs, man. Tell me about your beginner stage. What was it like learning to DJ?
Oh man, I sucked bad. Boy, I was like, there was no YouTube back then. It was not like you go on YouTube and like, oh, okay, this is gonna teach you this is gonna teach you that. No, it's just I literally I didn't even have a laptop because you know it wasn't that big. Like you had to DJ. A lot of vinyl was being DJed, and a lot of CDJs were being used. So I would record a lot of CDs and put my favorite songs on it, and I would learn through that. Like I would like look for my cue points, look for this, and I would set my CDs to what in a case, and I say, okay, this is my party case, and this is my Latin case. So then I would have all my party music in this, and I would have all the songs written on a CD. So like I'm looking for a song, I'm like, okay, 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 okay. Oh, this is the one I need. Here you go. I'm gonna start playing this, and then that's how we did it. But yeah, it was completely different than how it is nowadays.
Yeah, nowadays, man, things have changed. So yeah, I used to was like maybe 10 or 11, bro. My parents actually bought me some. some of the like some 12-inch vinyl uh, turntables back in the day, bro. I was kind of like you. I don't know what it was, but I wanted to DJ as well, man. I didn't stick with it, bro. But yeah, I definitely remember that, man.
It's fun. To me, it's fun because it's watching the people dance to what you're playing,
Yeah.
but at the same time, keeping them happy, and you're trying to stay happy while you're playing what they request. Because as a DJ, you gotta play for them, but at the same time, you have to enjoy it. So I tell myself, I play two or three for you, I play one for me.
Okay.
Three for you, I play one for me.
Okay.
And that's how it goes. But and it turns out to what it is today. Like everybody, they like what I play. I stick more. They hire me more for bachata because they've heard me more, and I'm a bachatero from. I love bachata, and everything started with my boy Sochix. His English, the English bachata and all that stuff, that got me into it like hard. Like I used to do this in traditional, but when those English remixes start coming out, forget about it.
Okay.
It was a wrap.
Yo, dude. So yeah. So I was raised in Richmond, Virginia, and I started dancing around like 2021, and we used to go to DC because they used to have like bachata nights. We drove like an hour and a half to DC, man, and it was around probably like around 2015, 2016 when I first started hearing Soul Tricks, man. And yeah, he was huge, bro. He was huge in DC, man. Cause like you said, he had those English remixes, man, but they were fire. They were fire, bro.
He would come to Orlando, and I would go. He would come to Cuba Libre. So he would come to Cuba Libre here in Orlando, and I would always go out there. And and it was like, you like, oh, there's Sochi right there. Oh, that's Sochi, that's the guy. And you will be looking, I'll be looking at what he's doing. But you don't want to interrupt. He's doing his craft, he's doing his work. So you don't want to interrupt. But he always took time to say, what's up, yo, and take a picture, all that. He always took time for that. So he's humble for life, though. He's humble for life.
Yeah, he's a cool guy, man. I think I sent you the video with him on the show, man. He's a cool guy, man.
Yeah. He's
Just
cool.
super glad I got to talk to him, bro. That's what's up, bro. So I'm curious though, man, to hear from you, man. I guess tell me, for maybe for someone who is, an aspiring DJ, they want to become a good DJ in their life, man. What I guess what are some skills that they need to develop, man? What separates a good DJ from a mediocre DJ?
Just, I guess I would say, see what the people like. Read the crowd. I DJ weddings and Sweet 16s before I even did any kind of socials and all that. But I did a lot of that. So my thing was to try to get the crowd going. I was like, oh man, these people are sitting down. I'm here playing music. What am I gonna do? So I would play a little bit of everything, and I was like, oh okay. They're getting into it. I see a couple getting up, and it keeps on going. And I don't talk on the mic. Oh my God, I'm not talking on the mic. I would hire somebody to MC, but I never talked on the mic. And to this day, like, I don't like talking on the mic. I just let somebody else do it. But when I see somebody dancing, and I'll try a couple different songs, I'm like, okay, this is the kind of style that they like. And I'm drilled into it. I'm like, okay, this is what I'm gonna play. And as long as you can read the crowd, it, that works 100% of the time. That's gonna work. Go to different events. Go to see different DJs. See what they're playing. Like what I do, I'll see a different DJ. See what they're playing, and I'll see what people are like saying, what people like, what people don't like. You know, you got to be open to at the same time take criticism the same as how do you say constructive criticism too. I guess you hear somebody nowadays the internet's so big, you know, not everybody's gonna like you. But yeah, you know, if you hear somebody that person didn't like something, so on my next set, you know, I'm gonna try something different. If I see that guy out there, I'm gonna let me see if this wakes him up. If he didn't like it this time, let me do this, see if he likes it. You know, a lot of times you'll get the same guy that hated you back then come to the booth and yo, bro, yo, you killed it tonight. Yo, I loved it, and you know, and that's all you want. You know, you want somebody to be like, yo, you know what? I appreciate what you do.
And that, bro. I understand that. That skill of reading the room, is that something that you just have to develop over time?
Yeah, yeah. You don't just pick it up like, oh, I'm gonna start DJing today. Because a lot of times when the DJ that starts today, they'll play for themselves. This is what I like. This is what I'm gonna play. But you know what you like, not might not be what they like. You know, but you might go to a dance studio and you might be playing music that's salsa on two, but all these people they dance salsa on one, so it's a different kind of salsa. So you know you had to I don't know how would you say it? You had to be um, you just have to be to learn everything. You gotta learn everything, and it's gonna take some time. You can't just pick reading a crowd overnight. You just got There's something you learn with time.
I guess how beneficial is it that you love the type of music that you're playing? Like you say you love bachata, so like how helpful, how beneficial is it that you enjoy the music that you're playing as well?
Oh man, it's get into it. It's just
Okay.
yeah. If you can't, um, I've been hired to different events, and one time I got hired to an event to to play cumbia and vallenato. Uh, I do not know nothing about cumbia and vallenato. So the people give me a music to play for their party. Yeah, like, oh, can you play some of this and some of that? The music I don't know, I'm not into it. So you can't get into something that you don't know. So bachata is something that I do know. I know a lot of different kind of bachata. I know salsa. I know reggaeton. I mean, all that stuff I can get into it because I know, oh, let me play this one because this is newer, or let me play a little bit of old school because I know I got a lot of old heads out there. Yeah, they want to listen to perreo. We call it perreo sucio. It's like they want tra 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 tra. You know, like so. There's a different kind of reggaeton that you can play for that and for that. So the same as bachata. There's traditional bachata. There's urban bachata. There's bachata sensual. You know, it's just, you know, I know my genres as far as all those categories, and because I'm into that.
I understand it, man. Tell me, before you go to an event, how do you prepare for a party, a social? How do you prepare for that?
Um, I'm always updating my playlists, but it's never a playlist though. Like you don't know what you're gonna play until you get to an event. Like I don't have something that I know I'm gonna play this. I don't know what I'm gonna play. I'll get to a spot, I set up, and I'm like, okay, let me try this right now. Okay, and then I'll put a little bit of the popular. Let's say I'll put a little bit of Prince Royce in the beginning. I'll play some Juan Luis Guerra, play some Aventura, and then I start playing, you know, a little bit of remixes, and then I'll see what they're getting into. But a lot of times, a lot of these places, they drink a little bit of alcohol. So you know, you wait for the sensual a little bit late at night. But yeah, I never go into an event knowing what I'm gonna play. I just go because of the feeling of the crowd.
I understand that, bro. I definitely understand that. And it kind of sounds like you don't have a game plan. So would you say that a very important skill of DJing is being present, being in the moment?
Yeah, yeah, you're right. You gotta be on point. When you get up there, I all eyes are on you.
Mm.
So you gotta be on point.
Yeah, I understand that, bro. And then, like I told you earlier, man, you definitely dictate how the night goes as a DJ, man.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
so it can be kind of a lot of pressure, right? Because if you got a trash DJ, man, it's more than likely gonna be a trash night, right?
Oh well, you won't get hired. You won't get hired. Like promoters, they want to see, and a lot of it goes off of word of mouth. But a lot of times, promoters hear about you. Like, oh, I heard about you. I want to work with you. When are you available? So and if you get a good night with a different promoter, you'll get set for like a couple months. Like, oh, I want you for every certain Saturday of the month. I need you for this certain Saturday of the month, and then you'll be set for at least those Saturdays, and you'll have a gig for a while. And a lot of times, you treat a promoter, which is basically your boss, you treat them like you want to be treated, and a lot of times, they're loyal as far as like, when they hire. Oh, like another DJ comes, because you'll have another DJ, upcoming DJ, and they might undercut you, like, oh, I'll charge you this much to DJ your event. But a lot of times these promoters are like, you know what, I like what this guy brings to the table. He's punctual, he's loyal. I'm sticking to my guy. So, the person that came to undercut you behind your back, they're like, they make it. So they'll do something else. So, a lot of times it's just, it's who you work with. You got, you know, and that's how you build trust, and I guess.
Something that I don't often hear about. If you can speak on it, tell me about. I guess you kind of spoken already, but competition amongst other DJs. I guess how competitive is it in Orlando for
Um,
gigs, night spots?
well, there's a lot of DJs in Orlando, like, but there's a lot of DJs for different stuff. Like, there's a lot of salsa DJs, and they know their stuff. Like, and like here in Orlando, we have Koki, we have Mambo Tribe, we have you know, damn. Well, there's not a lot of DJs. Let's just say that, but there was a lot more DJs. No, no, wait. J Sword, you got J Sword too. You know, yo, fellas, if I forget your name, I'm sorry, but we got a couple more. But they all do their thing, and we all support each other though. Like, we are. It's like I'll go to my boy Mambo Tribes. I go to his events. At Joy Sword, they're doing an event. If I'm not DJing that night, oh yeah, I'm going to that event. I go hang out. My main spot, which is not too far from my house, is Salsa Heat. That's my first spot where I ever DJ'd and started dancing. So that, but we all support each other. It's not. There's no hate. There's no hatred between none of us. It's all love. It's all love. Even the guys from Tampa, which is, you got DC, you got Sotrix, you have all these other DJs, and even DJs from across the country. We all see each other at different events, different congresses, and it's always a lot of love. It's always a lot of love.
That's what's up, bro. That's what's up, man. That's really cool, bro. So, yeah, you get into DJ and everything, man. I guess, uh, are there? You said you were a social dancer at one point. I'm curious. Are there any benefits to being a dancer as well as a DJ?
Yeah, well, I was a DJ first before I even knew how to dance. But the dancing did help though. It did help as far as like counts and steps and all that, hits and all that stuff. That it makes you understand the song a little bit better. So like when I started doing like little island touch teams, salsa heat teams, I did all that, because I wanted something. I wanted to see something different, and listening to the music and dancing to it. It was just like, oh man, you can feel it a little bit more. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, okay, showed up. I definitely understand that, man. So, I guess I really would like to maybe give some advice to aspiring DJs out there, man. All right. So, I guess I asked you this about truck driving, man. What are some things people may not know, about the life of a DJ, man?
Uh, well, I guess you travel. You travel a lot. Thank God the job that I have. I have. I've been there so long that I'm able to take the time that I do take to go do these events on the weekend and to travel. But you travel a lot. You have a good time. But um, that I guess you were saying like the same as a truck driver, or
Oh no, I'm just saying I asked you the same question. I'm just saying, what are some things about the life of DJ that people may not know?
oh, it's a lot of traveling, and you spend a lot of alone time. You do spend a lot of alone time because you as a DJ, you're trying to stay up to date with everything, all kind of music. So you spend a lot of time like I do. I spend a lot of time at home researching new music. I do. I have record pools, and a lot of money comes out of your pocket for record pools. Like you gotta pay a monthly fee for this, a monthly fee for that. People just think they just got music. No, you buy. I buy all my music. Everything that I play, I buy that song. I bought it. So like a lot of money goes into DJing to prepare for your crowd because you want the best quality of music, the song that you can play, so that way when the people are out there dancing, they can hear every instrument, they can hear everything to where they're like, "Bah, bah, bang," they're doing their thing. They're like, "Oh man, this sound is hot," but really, it's just the song is hot and the quality is just off the chain.
Do you have your own equipment, and I guess more so like speaker equipment?
Yeah, yeah, I have subs. I have a lot of equipment. I do an event for BKS. I do it over there. I bring all my speakers. All the speakers to the event is mine, and I'll set up all the speakers for the Kisoma room and for the Bachata Salsa room. I set that up. I do the Old Town social, and I bring all my speakers, and the sound is quality. Like I buy, I buy expensive because it's gonna last me long and it's gonna work for what I want. I don't go with cheap speakers. I want people to listen to quality sound. So, all the equipment that's there is my equipment that came out of my pocket.
That's important, man, and that's quite an investment though too, right? Definitely is an investment.
Yeah, yes, yes. I mean, but again, like when you charge a promoter, you know, it's you get what they pay. Like if you go with a cheap DJ, you're gonna get cheap sound and not maybe not a good DJ. And I tell them, I tell them up front, this is how much I'm gonna charge you, but remember, this is what you're getting.
Okay.
So and they understand, and they've seen what I bring to the table. So I never disappoint. So I'm like, okay, so, and that's just the way it is. It's just you want the best for your client, so that way they continue to hire you.
Of course, of course, of And so, I guess for someone who's just now starting out, they kind of have to find that middle ground of, I guess, quality equipment as well as like not trying to break the bank, I guess, right?
I mean, there's a lot of websites now where you can you can buy and pay little by little.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
and then you can buy, but you don't want to cheap out. That's something you don't want to cheap out on because
Hey.
if you go to an event and your speaker blows out in the middle of the event and you don't have no sound, oh my God. Yeah, I'm telling you, I've had that happen once. That happened one where my speaker blew, and I had good speakers. The thing is that, we were, I've been using that one for a while, so my speaker blew, and I was like, oh man, what am I gonna do? I ran home to grab one more speaker I had home and put it on there. And the speakers are expensive. Like one speaker is $900. One.
Okay.
So the thing is that it blew, and you could tell the vibe of the crowd. It goes down, and they're not gonna say, "Oh, the speaker blew." First thing they're gonna say, "Yo, that DJ is trash." That's the first thing they're gonna say.
Yeah, come on, man. I believe it. I believe that, bro. That's crazy. And yeah, man, once the music stops, man, it's like, I guess why are we here right now?
Exactly.
I feel you, bro. I feel you.
Always have a backup plan. Always have a backup plan. If you're the person that's bringing the equipment, bringing the vibe to the event, make sure you have a backup plan. You have something happens, make sure you know what to do if something happens at that moment. So that's what I do. I've done it so much that I'm kind of prepared for every moment that happens.
Okay, now I understand that, man. I definitely understand that, bro. Um, Let me ask you this, man. I don't know if you have like an opinion on it at all, but when I say the word musicality, I guess what does that mean to you?
Means like eh, it means the music, like you listen to everything, every beat, every cymbal, every timbal, every congo, like knowing where the music breaks, where the music has its hits, where the music has its beginning, starts, every single count. I mean, you know the breakdown of that song, and no matter what, when you go out there on a dance floor, if your musicality is on point, like that person can start on whatever, and he just starts getting down, and you could tell a person that knows their stuff, they get on a dance floor and they'll hit every single note when they're dancing. Shit,
Mm.
I don't have that kind of skill.
Is musicality, is that I've only ever heard it, more so referenced with dancers. Is musicality, is that a skill that a DJ has? I'm curious.
Well, yeah, we count like we'll count like we'll have our because as far as myself when I DJing, uh I don't like my music to stop,
Okay.
but I'm only gonna mix the beginning and the end of the song. Like when I go from one song to another, I want that vibe to continue.
Uh-huh.
So, my goal is to like when one song is finishing, the other song is starting. My goal is to make that person be like, "Is that another song? It sounds like the same one." No,
Okay, okay.
but your flow was so good that they were like,
Yeah.
"Man, he did good." Yeah, but a lot of other people sometimes they'll get upset. Oh, you didn't give me time to find somebody else to dance with. I'm like, bro, really? you know, nah, that's not how you do it. But we keep count in our head of the song. Like we'll know when it's one and when it's five and eight. We will know, what number you're on when you're hitting your music and when you go into the next song.
Tell me this, bro. I'm very curious to hear from you, man. I don't know how long you've been DJing, but how long have you been DJing?
Ah, man, since 2006.
Okay, shock. That's a long time, man.
Yes.
14
But
years.
yeah, but I remember I did the house parties, I did the weddings and sweet 16, so that's how everything started. So
Mm.
then I went to dancing, and then after I was doing all the dancing and all that, then I went to social DJing. I did all my DJing online, and that's how people started knowing me because I put on Mixcloud. I put all my music on Mixcloud and SoundCloud.
Okay.
And that's where people started hearing me. They're like, "Yo, man, I like your flow. Can you DJ my social?"
Nice.
That's how everything started from there, and it's been a wrap ever since.
Mm. Yeah, so you've been DJing since 2006, man. I'm curious, what are I guess maybe some complaints that you've heard from people? Any that come to mind?
Oh man, it's kind of hard. Well, it's let's say okay, it's like some okay, we'll have instructors. Let's just say instructors, right? And you're playing a certain genre of song of music, but you have a full dance floor. People are dancing. They're shouting at you, "Yo, man, that's hot, that's fire." But yet, then you have that instructor that he thinks is famous, and he'll be like this. He'll be mad. He'll be like not playing what I like. But then he probably came in when I stopped playing that kind of music. So I'm changing into a different style of music, and the crowd is loving it. It's packed. I mean, the thing is that you can't please everybody, but at the same time, when I DJ for the crowd. I don't DJ for one specific person. I'm not DJing for you. I'm DJ. Look at these people having fun, having a good time. Go dance. Don't waste your time being upset. If this is the kind of music you like, that genre, I'm gonna come back to it. But there's a flow that you play, especially at a congress. There's a flow that you play. You want to keep your goal is to keep that dance floor packed. If that dance floor is empty, who are you DJing to? So, you get guys that will complain. They will go on, nowadays, they'll go, first thing they do is they'll go on Facebook and they start blowing you up. I can't believe this guy played this song and then he mixed into this song. And I don't know what he was thinking. I'm like, and then I just read it. I'm like, eh, I guess he didn't like it. But, we can't please everybody. Not everybody's going to like what you do, but they'll come to the event and still dance. you know. So, it is what it is. I still see them. I say, "What's up? How you doing? Have a good night. Have fun. Hope you're enjoying yourself." But we can't please everybody. As far as DJs, there's gonna be a moment where you're playing something they don't like, and they're gonna complain about that moment. But they ain't gonna say thank you for everything else.
I can understand it. It might be kind of like a little thankless job, DJing. Let me ask you this real quick. Tell me about the DJ promoter relationship.
Oh man, the promoters that hire me. They, I thank God I've never had a bad experience. Like, they, they, we agreed to something, and we stuck to it. Like, this is what they agreed to, and I've never had a problem with them. It's just that, you know, the, the promoters that I have in Orlando are cool. Even the ones in Tampa, I DJ in Tampa too every once in a while, and I've always had a great experience. So, as far as having a bad experience with a promoter, to this day, I've yet to have one yet. So, I'm grateful for that because I've heard stories out there, and it's gonna happen. You're gonna come up to a promoter, they might not pay, or oh, they might do this, they might not do this, and it's just, it's Me, I don't like living with that hateness in myself because life is too short, man. I like to have fun. So if I had a bad experience, the only thing I can tell myself is like, I won't work for that person no more. Okay, I took an L on that one, but you know what? It is what it is. I'm not gonna work for that person no more. But I'm not gonna go online and be like, don't do this with this person, don't do this with that, because you don't want that kind of negativity in your life.
I understand that, bro. I definitely understand that, man. Um, I think at this point, man, I want to thank you, DJ Phat Tony, man, for taking time out today to talk to me, man.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
Tell me this real quick, man. I know times are kind of crazy right now, man, but do you have any upcoming events, anything that you want to share with the people before we close this out, man?
Man, just we're hoping if everything calms down and it doesn't get too crazy. We had the Phoenix Bachata festival in September, birthday weekend. Oh, I can't wait. I'm hoping, I'm praying that everything is calm by September. You never know the way things are going. And then in November, the Aventura Dance Cruise, which I just did a live set for them. And but man, like again, I've been going to that one from since 2013 nonstop. I even did the LA ones. I DJ'd on the two LA events they did. But that's one event and one cruise that's my first time going on a cruise, and like if that's an event to go to, that's the one I'll always go to every year. Like if I wouldn't want to go to anything else, but that's my best that's my best vacation ever. I would do that dance. But other than that, the local socials right now have shut down, and that's good because we want our we want our people to be safe. We don't want nobody else to get sick, get hurt, and all that. So we DJ live online to please our people and for them to have a good time at home. But right now, the best thing to do is just to stay home and chill until we they find a cure for what's going on.
I definitely understand that. I understand that. I've heard nothing but good things about the Aventura Dance Cruise, man. I heard it's a really
Man,
good
telling you that's an experience you need to check out. That is an unforgettable experience. I've always had a great time on it, so I can't. There's nothing negative about it. I mean, as far as the shows, the parties, the workshops, the drinking. I don't know if you drink, but I buy the drink package and I'm good the whole day.
Okay, that's what's up, bro. That's what's up. Yeah, I've heard nothing but good things, bro. So that's definitely my girl actually checked it out, and she said she enjoyed herself, man. So that's really cool.
So yeah, y'all know you should jump on that, man. I'm telling you. And as far as because you do a lot of interviews, you can do live interviews, and there's so many famous artists there, dancers, artists, instructors, DJs. I mean, you need to go there, and I'm telling you, you can set it off.
Okay, that's what's up. Yeah, that's that is you're right. I went to a couple of conferences, man, and it really is a great opportunity just to grab somebody for a quick interview, man. So I definitely know what you're talking about. I definitely know that. I understand that, and it's a great idea. Um, Real quick, tell me this, DJ. Where can people get in contact with you? How can they reach out to you?
Oh man, I have Facebook, DJ Phat Tony, Instagram, DJ Phat Tony. They can check out the Mixcloud, same thing as DJ Phat Tony. Um, I have uh, I have YouTube and what's the Twitch, which I started going on those because we don't get booted out as much as Facebook. But if they want to get in contact with me, the best thing would do is to shoot me an email at djfattony@gmail.com. And if anything, they can. But through Facebook Messenger nowadays, they can do everything through Facebook,
Hmm.
and that's mainly where everybody gets in contact with me.
Okay, sure enough, bro. Definitely, man. like I said earlier, man, I really do appreciate you taking time out to talk to me, man.
Yo, no, thank you, brother. Thank you. Uh,
Hey, look.
it was fun, man. Hey, nobody's ever got me talking. I appreciate you.
For sure, man. Is there anything, any last words you want to share with the people before we close out this episode?
Nah, man. Yo, just thank you for the support, man. I mean, I appreciate every single person that comes online and just says what's up. Yo, I love your music. I love what you do. I got people that come to the booth and just say thank you, and I appreciate all of that. It's where I'm here to make you feel good and have a good time. And if what I did makes you feel better, yo, I appreciate it. Thank you. I'm humble, bro.
Hey, shut up, bro. I think that is a great way to wrap up this episode of the To the Feet podcast. Thank you so much, Tony.
You the man. Thank you,
Hey,
brother.
take it easy, bro.
Take care.
That's all it is. Hey everyone, if you made it this far all to the end of the video, I want to thank you so much. My overall goal with making these interviews and these episodes is to give a voice to dancers, to give them a platform to speak their story. So if this is of value to anyone, then that means the world to me. My overall goal is to give value to the dance community. So if you find no value in this, then I urge you to please let me know where I can improve on. I truly want to, just give value and content to the dance community. So please let me know how I can improve, where I'm messing up, because to be 100% honest with you, I'm learning along the way as I do this. I truly am. So to be able to interact with the dance community, it means the world to me, because it gives me feedback and it lets me know what I'm doing right, where I can improve upon, what I'm doing wrong, which I feel like might maybe more important. So please, if you all could comment and just let me know what you think, it means the world to me, because that feedback just helps me improve. So please comment as well. Please like and subscribe. That means a lot as well. But I want to say thank you so much for just watching this, because it means the world to me. I want to take you on this journey of the Two Left Feet podcast. I'm very excited for it. So once again, thank you so much.